My name is Ivanna Rosendal, and I'm speaking to you from Copenhagen, Denmark. I'm a leader in the life sciences industry, and I'm on a mission. No patient should have to wait for treatments because our uptake of new technology is slow or because we have distrust in our teams. Today, I'll share with you a journey of transformation of how a technology team in a biotech company created a common culture in a very volatile environment. I will share with you our victories and our struggles, but also the specific methods that helped us progress. This may be useful for your organization too. Now let's start with some context. So we are in the life sciences industry. That is important because the life sciences industry is heavily regulated, especially when it comes to software. So there are also a lot of requirements for the software that we develop, but that has also led to some ingrained ways of operating and working that may be different from other industries and that make us slower in how we approach technology. We are in the biotech part of the life sciences industry, which is different from the big pharmaceutical companies that have been around for hundreds of years. And specifically, this company is a clinical stage biotech, at least in the beginning. And within that clinical stage biotech company, we are in the global IT organization. And within that global IT organization, there are two units that we'll get back to. So we are in an IT department in a biotech. And that biotech is about to undergo a very aggressive expansion. So our story starts in 2019. And in 2019, this biotech company gets some very good news for the first drug in its pipeline. The results that it gets is that the drug is effective in humans, and actually it is way more effective than anticipated. And since this biotech company has developed a biological technology that can be applied to multiple different areas, this is amazing news because this first drug validates the whole platform. So the investors' expectations for what this biotech company can do suddenly skyrocket. And so does the courage of this biotech company to invest in internal things such as technology, for example. So in the beginning of our journey in 2019, this company has about 150 employees in 3 different countries. By the end of the story that I'm going to tell you in late 21, start 22, this company has over 600 employees. Just imagine adding 500 people to your organization during the course of 2 years. That is massive. Also, in the beginning of our journey, this company has about 2 live applications and some IT infrastructure. By the end, all the different areas of the company are technologically enabled, from the research part to production to the quality side to the commercial part. So all end-to-end process are technologically enabled, going from 0. That is a lot of activity in 2 years to undergo in a very complex environment. Also, the amount of products that this company operates with expands from having 0 in the marketplace to having 1 already launched in a market and more products approaching this vital phase 3 clinical stage. Massive growth. Also, COVID comes along and makes everything a little bit more interesting during this period. I'll give it a shout out, the couple places where it's relevant to mention that. So we're in a technology organization in a biotech in the very regulated life science industry, experiencing massive expansion and growth. Now let's take a look at global IT. Global IT at this point was organized in a very classic way. We had our CIO, and then we had a delivery organization and a maintenance organization called application services. We also had a third leg, IT operations, which was responsible for end user computing and infrastructure. But for the sake of this story, I will leave them out of it, even though they have also been through a very interesting journey. So the IT delivery organization mainly employed project managers and business analysts, and this department made sure that applications were selected, validated, implemented, ready to go for the users. And the application services organization would take these applications and maintain them throughout their lifecycle. Very classic way of organizing IT, with some of the very classic struggles that provides. Now, the IT organization was also distributed in all 3 geographical locations that this biotech was in California in the US, in Copenhagen in Denmark, and in Heidelberg in Germany. A nice time difference there between California and Denmark also. Now, in the beginning of 2019, there are about 7 people in global IT, a very small organization in a relatively small biotech company. And what happens in the beginning of 19 is that we have an application that is live, a quality management system, which is one of the backbones of a pharmaceutical company, where all the quality events and documents are managed. So this application was implemented, validated, ready to go. And the project manager was eager to give this beautiful new application to the maintenance team and say, there you go, take this and maintain it. There was only one problem. The application manager that was supposed to take this application to use did not take it. There was no going there. The application manager did not feel safe to take this application into use. What do? We tried to